Part two, this Nicki Minaj Meg shit. I was just talking to one of my guys. He's saying I'm going too hard on Nicki. Wow. Whatever. So I thought about it. I ain't go hard enough, man. Nicki Minaj is a 40-year-old hater, man. She hating on all the young girls. Period, man. I don't want to hear it. Y'all gonna stop defending this girl like that, man. This lady, this woman like that, man. Like, it's enough. Enough is enough. We're in 2024. You still beefing with anybody and anything you can find. Relax, lady. It ain't that serious. She like I'm like the old lady next door that if you just go, she run out. You doing this? You making noise? It's almost like that. She too catty. She too catty. Why everybody else is getting along? Coyle Ray behaves more like a mature woman than Nicki Minaj. Why? And she be getting shitted on and bullied all the time. She don't even bother nobody. She be like, oh, you don't like me? I'm paying no mind. I'm gonna go that way. She's grown up. Nicki, do that. Stop picking at people. Stop talking about Meg. I mean, do what you want to do, but then you're going to have people criticize you and say you ain't grow. You're 40 and you ain't grow. And you should be worrying about the stuff in your own house, like your pedophile husband. You know what I mean? Like, that's important. That's what's important. Your brother, same charges, pedophilia. Worry about that. Not about if Meg set Tory up and all this other messy stuff. Now you leaking her mother's gravesite. People to go fuck with it. That's sucker stuff, man. That's nasty work. I don't know. And I respect Nicki Minaj. But come on, man, it's sucker stuff. Now since we already on that type of time with that side, with that family of people, this whole Drake Mos Def thing. Let's see what Mos had to say.
I DM'd you. You are a very talented MC. For me, I require more of myself.
For me, yo, when somebody tell you, yo, man, you killing it. I see you doing your thing, big dog. But for me, that's the. No, yo, I love it. You look at his face. He know he on some bullshit. He know he talking some stupid. He know he fucked up right now. For me, wait.
Just talent or charm. I require more of myself. I require more of myself and others than just.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, all right. The way you gotta hear this is look at it like this. Yo, ma, you got the best box in the block. I mean, I ride with you. I fucks with you. I love you. I think you cool. You a 10 out of 10. You flawless, shorty. But for me, I require more for myself than just the physical. I need something more. I need some, because I want better for myself. Everybody else could be with. That's what he's saying. He's saying, yo, listen, man, all that surface shit you got, Drizzy, is cool, but I'm not a retard. I'm not a dumb dude. I need something more substance, something with more substance and more conscious, something that's more tangible. And let's keep it a beam. Most times in the past 5 years, when Drake has dropped projects, right? In the past, yeah, exactly, 5 years. In the past 5 years, as Drake has been dropping projects, right? Hit songs, I'm going to say this. I don't care about your hit songs. Cardi B has hit songs. Soulja Boy has hit songs. And Elite Chopper has hit songs. I could keep Kodak Black has hit songs. We could keep naming all the people who we know on. They ain't nice like that. They got hit songs. The producer, the label, all that can get you a hit song. They can buy a hit song for you. So that's nothing. But to put real content in your song and write it by yourself and the credits say just you without 84 different people writing for you and helping you, that's a whole nother story. Can you say that? No. When George Floyd and all these other people getting shot up and getting their ass kicked and beaten, black people getting trampled on, all this other stuff in this country, where are you? Where are you? People getting their ass beat in the street and you keep I need a one dance. Let me see you slide. Tootsie slide. What the? What? When there's a responsibility, and you don't gotta agree with me, and I don't care. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is gonna be your opinion. When you're of a certain ilk, when you're of a certain stature, there's a responsibility that you have as as a top tier MC. There's a responsibility you have as the top guy, right? Because this is all culture, right? Hip hop culture is all culture. So we look to like the top guys in the culture to represent what's going on in black culture, black society in that time of music. In the 90s, you heard about the crack epidemic. They was talking about that in the 80s, 90s. They were talking about that was all in the music. They painted the picture of what was going on with the black community in the music. I mean, sure, there was good songs like dance songs and all this other stuff like that too, but there was a balance. You know what I'm saying? But the top guys, the real top guys, they painted that in the pic. Like they was activists in the music. That was a part of hip hop. To have the top guys speak about whether it was 50 Cent, whether it was Jay-Z, whether it was Nas, especially Nas, KRS-One, all these other dudes, man. They had that in the music. Kanye West does that. They paint the pictures of what's going on. Drake is living in a utopia. I don't know if he's looking outside his castle and he's looking and everything look like flowers and rainbows and he just want to make us dance to slaps. Like, yo, I know people that hit me up for money to, like, you know, for whatever, you know, whatever they need help, whatever it is, right? They go out and they dance to some Drake and other people, obviously, whatever the DJ playing. But while you dancing to this person, you still got these problems. This person ain't telling you nothing important, no type of anything. Like that's what's missing in some of these guys. Like they don't have any messaging for you. And I'm not saying we need that from the artist. Like, oh, I need you to tell me how to live. No, but while I'm listening to you and I'm, you know, and I'm bopping and I'm whatever, slide something in there, slide a message in there for the youth. You know, slide something in there. You know, like for the 12 to like 18-year-olds maybe. I mean, put something in there positive for people to, you know, to grow. And also, we're going to look at you and we're going to see, hey, man, since 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you ain't grown one bit. You got a new hairstyle. That's about it. That's it. You got a new hairstyle. That's growth? Well, it is growth, but it's not really growth, man. You know? So when Mos Def is saying you have no cultural value but the surfaceness, I understand that. It resonates with at least my critiques with Drake. He in my book, top 5 of all time, easily top 5. Depending on what criteria we're going by. If we're going by longevity and just music alone and just hits, top 5. Maybe even 3. If we're going by like content, meaningfulness to black culture and what you stand for and all this other stuff, nah, man, it ain't there, brother. It ain't there. So there should never be a day that Mos Def has to say what he feel that Drake is pop, and then have to come back and say, hey, yo, man, listen, like, I respect Drake, you know, and try to explain it. He explained to himself because people took what he said and ran with it and made up their own minds in some stupidity. But Mos Def, you gotta understand the internet is stupid today. You can't really focus on what people say all the time with the audience thinks too much or what they, you know, like what they heckle you for. It sounds crazy saying Drake's pop when you really say it out loud, but when you sit down and you turn on your brain and you think about it, he does hip hop, but he is pop. Eminem does hip hop, but he is pop. But I would say I'll give M more kudos in certain aspects because M actually spoke about things. When George Bush was doing what he was doing, M spoke about that. He wasn't with that. He brought that up a couple times. Recently, in recent history, M done came at Trump in his freestyles and his songs. Cause he ain't agree what he was doing towards the black community, XYZ, whatever. Whether you Republican, Democrat, whatever, but he called him out on his fuck shit, on his fuckery, right? So why a white guy that's a visitor in the culture gotta come and stand up for the, for the culture. But you, Drake, even Drake's half Jewish, if you don't know, unless you live in, he's half Jewish. You ain't even come out and speak about the Israel-Palestine thing. I mean, free Palestine, by the way. But you ain't come out and speak about that. You ain't say one thing. It's not in a line. It's not in a song. It's not in an interview. It's nowhere. It's nowhere. You live... Yo, Michael Jackson spoke his mind about certain things. Here and there, if you've seen him in an interview. He will tell you the state of music, the labels. He don't agree with what Sony was doing. Drake don't got no opinions. Drake just want to give you slaps. Yeah, I'm going to give you these slaps. I don't agree with Kanye West. I criticize Kanye a lot for a lot of the fuckery he does. But he stands for something, and I don't agree with most of what he stands for. But he does stand for something, at least. That's the problem with Drake. So I can see where Mos Def is coming from. He wasn't trying to do this and say all that. He was trying to say in in a nice way. But you can't do things in a nice way if you really want to be real about it. You got to keep it a buck, man. Drake, you're a great artist. You make great music, but you ain't shit. That's what you got to say. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Meaning like you just here to make us dance. Can you imagine if you living in a hood or you just going through a rough time and then you had a friend that the whole time you were going through your rough time suffering, all he was doing was trying to get you drunk and just party and just sing you songs. Pause. I don't want no niggas singing me songs. But you know what I'm saying? Just trying to just do all the cherry shit. Yo, let's play this new Madden, bro. Yo, let's get some shots, bro. Yo. But you going through it right now. You gonna be like, yo, can you tell me something uplifting? Can you say something to me, brother? That's what you gonna say. That's what you gonna think. At some point, you may even think, bullshit. Nah, that's a good friend. Go through it. Really go through something right now. Let your mama fall flat right now, and then nigga come tell you, yo man, it's gonna be lit at the party later, man. Your mom be alright. She, she gone, but she's still here in spirit. Now let's go turn up. You not gonna be with that. You gonna be like, no, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? You gonna be like, nah, I got these slaps. Listen to these slaps, man. Scary Hours Volume 3, my man. Forget about your mama. You gonna be like, what are you saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. We can't, you need an artist that could, back in, the 90s, 2000s, you had artists that would, one artist will give you some R&B records, some conscious records, and talk about the state of, the hood, the hip hop, whatever it was, or his lifestyle. You don't know nothing about Drake. He ain't telling you about no Adonis. He ain't telling you nothing of this music about his, all he do is complain about women. That's why he got mad at Joe Budden when Joe Budden said, stop fucking these 25-year-old nigga. Stop it, because you keep crying about these women. You've been crying about these women since Best I Ever Had. That was almost 20 years ago. You've been crying about women, bro. That's crazy. You ain't fixed nothing yet. You ain't learned. With all the money you got and all the fame you got, you still got women problems, bro. That's a choice. Your lifestyle is a choice of how you dealing with these women and the women you select. Obviously, the hell, you got a kid by a porn star. I ain't even gonna do all that. But moral of the story: Mos Def, one of the greatest, a legend. What he said was all facts. But there's nothing wrong with Drake being pop. Don't get that twisted. Drake is one of the he wanted to go to also. But we just saying, it can be true. He is pop, and he should do more. He should pour more back into the cup of hip hop, cause that's where he came from. And don't talk to me about no Drake. As a person that started with Drake, when he first came, Drake was a backpacker. He was everything. He did R&B. His heroes, he opened for Mos Def. Drake did. His heroes was Mos Def, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Common, all that ilk of music. That's where he came from. That's why he rap how he rap. He was that kind of, especially early on in the middle. All that when y'all say Drake really rapping, because of them guys. Because of them guys. Wait. Can I find it? No, I can't find it. But anyway, guys, I gotta take off. Let me know what you guys think about all this. As always, I'll catch you soon.